It's so hard to say goodbye.
No, it's not, but you know what it is? You know what is hard? The finals!
I'm Caroline Jacobs. On this edition of KCAT News, we've got the latest news on the end of the school year.
And I'm Truman Eric Hall. We'll also bring you stories about our senior staff basketball game, a group that is making a real difference here in AMHS. And we'll also be giving you guys our final goodbyes for the year.
It's our final episode of the year. It's KCAT News, and it begins right now.
Hi, Danny Cooper. Danny Cooper.
Our first story is about one of the groups that will be facing a major change next year.
It's the KCAT! Here's Kylie Hackett with this report.
The Mulvane KCATs are entering a new look on the 2025-2026 season. Every year, the KCATs hold tryouts to determine who will be on the team, but this year, senior Tessa Hall will be the only returner and describe some new opportunities for this season.
I'm actually really looking forward to it. I think we're going to go in a very new and interesting direction. It's definitely not going to be as competitive as it's been the past couple of years, but this year is really going to be a great reconstruction year where we're getting new girls, new stuff, and yeah.
The KCATs held tryouts on May 7th, but before had a clinic on May 5th and 6th at 7 a.m. in the auxiliary gym. Beverly Hall, the first-year head coach, shares her opinion of what she looks for in a new KCAT member.
So the requirements this year is really willingness. Like, are you willing to come give this a shot? Most of the girls who have come out do have either some studio dance experience, or they have some cheer experience, or they danced when they were little, but they haven't danced in a while.
Leaving a legacy is something every athlete hopes to achieve. Tessa Hall will share what she hopes her impact will be on the KCATs.
I really want to make sure that everybody feels welcome, no matter if they are new to dance or if they've been dancing for a million years.
For KCAT News, I'm Kylie Hackett.
Thanks. It's time to check out our spring sports wrap-up.
Here's Aislinn Berry with our sports report.
Welcome to your spring sports update. I'm Aislinn Berry. Let's start with boys track. At the AVCTL League meet at Bueller, Caden Palmer won the 400-meter dash with a time of 51.40 seconds. Additionally, the team of Hankins, Zimmerman, Palmer, and Wilson took the top prize in the 4x800, clocking in at 8 minutes and 35 seconds. And finally, your league champion in the triple jump is Fisher Dye with a distance of 39 feet and 5 inches. On to the girls' side, MHS had a couple medalists. Blake Ferraro took third in the 100 meter with a time of 12.87 seconds. Also, Halen Jones reached the top of the podium, becoming league champion in the 300 meter hurdles, notching a time of 49.93 seconds. They will next be in action for the regional meet in Andale on Thursday. Last week, the baseball team wrapped up their regular season with a 5-0 win over Winfield to improve their record to 19-4. Braxton Magical tossed a one-hitter in 6 scoreless innings. Parker clubbed 2 hits and driving in 1 RBI. They will host regionals on Tuesday for a chance to go to state. The softball team capped off an 8-game win streak to end their regular season and finished with a record of 15-9. In their last game, they smashed Arc City 17-2, racking up 10 runs in the 4th inning. They were led by Bailey Hall, who slammed 2 home runs, raking in 6 runs. They will next be on the road for two regionals against Larned at McPherson. The girls' soccer team lost to Trinity Academy 0-4 in their final regular season matchup. Addie Williams had 12 saves with 16 shots on goal. They will try to extend their season against Collegiate on Tuesdays. Yesterday, the golf team participated in regional in Wichita, finishing in 6th place. Top Wildcat placer was Dylan Paul, who shot a 10-over for 9th place. This finish will qualify him for state, which will take place in Newton next week. There was our look at Wildcat sports. I'm Aislinn Berry. Back to the studio.
Thanks for that look at sports. Now, here's an organization that is making mental health a big priority.
KCAT's Gloria Westoff has this look into some of the important things being done by Zero Reasons Why.
Gloria?
Zero Reasons Why is a student-led campaign focused on mental health and suicide. This month, these group of students held a mental health week for MHS. Each day, they had a different activity during lunch. One member talks about how they can create a more supportive school.
Really just promoting like empathy and understanding and, just letting people know that they are not alone and there's always people there to support them.
Corey Mueller, club sponsor, talks about how the group came about.
Current seniors, Kenna Odell, worked really hard last year to get the club to the high school. She's on the teen council in ICT, so she did a lot of the legwork and has been our team leader this year. And so we decided, with May being Mental Health Awareness Month, we wanted to have a week of mental health awareness activities.
Then she speaks about why this club is necessary.
And the whole purpose of the club is to help break the stigma behind mental health, and to let people know that there are resources, there are other people dealing with the same kinds of issues they are, there's help, there's you're just basically that they're not alone.
You know someone feeling alone and unheard? You can always share information about this group. KCAT News, Gloria Westoff.
Thanks, Gloria. Many staff are wrapping up their first year at the high school.
KCAT's Truman Hall interviewed some of the staff and came back with this.
It's been a good year. Everybody's very respectful. Students behave and do what they're supposed to do. It's been good. Smaller pace than previous schools, but the thing that's probably the most shocking is the level of respect from students. Everybody's very polite. It's just been a good pace. I taught, this is year 13, so I taught at Derby High School for my first 6 years, and in the past 6 years I was at Wichita West. The biggest thing is just finding your routine and staying on top of your work. Not procrastinating, not waiting until the last minute to do things, just finding a good routine that keeps you self-managed.
That it's remarkably calmer than other schools I've been to. Kids are super calm, the teachers are super relaxed, generally just real nice, really mellow. The phone use and second breakfast. Like when I was in high school, they wouldn't let you have food in the classrooms, but here they serve it to you during second hour. Outside of taking my kid to school, nope. I got suckered into this by Maria at the grade school, and it turns out I'm kind of good at it. I don't actually teach a whole lot. I mostly just remind people how to do their math work, but I like to think that I'm pretty good at, keeping in touch with people. Buckle down and get through high school, because life is so much better afterwards.
On April 9th, 2025 and April 10th, 2025, Esprit Corps held auditions for the 2025 through 2026 school year. Esprit is the high school show choir. The only way to enter is to audition, as limited spots are available. The audition included singing and dancing components. The audition took place in the high school choir room. Usually, only high school students are allowed to audition, but this year, Director Maureen Berry allowed 8th graders to audition. Those auditions took place in the middle school choir room.
This year, we've had a new adventure with the group being all girls, and so we've been able to do a lot of different types of music than what we've done in the past, and also choreographing for an all-girls group is different and fun, and it's just been a new adventure in that realm. Challenging the ones that have not been in Esprit yet is my favorite part, because I get to see them trying more choreography than I've ever asked them to do before. Everybody does a little bit if you're involved in choir here and there, but Esprit level choreography is always more. And I also get to hear them in smaller groups, because auditioning requires you to sing in smaller groups. Next year, we're going to Branson to perform at one of the Branson shows, and that's always a fun trip. It happens in March, and so we'll be preparing all of the first part of the year leading up to that, learning, fun songs and dances that we could do as a pre-show entertainment. And so that's going to be the biggest highlight of next year.
This past year, I feel like it went really good. We just need to work on our focus more and, our communication with I think it went really good. Everyone picked up the choreography really well. We all sounded really good when we sang together. We really blended. I feel like I get to express myself more and be myself around those people, because we just understand each other. Just getting to know all the new people, because there are multiple returners, but I'm really excited to be able to be, a team leader, because I'll be one of the only seniors.
The auditions are every year in April. Any student that fits the requirements can audition. I am Aislinn Berry with KCAT News.
The senior staff basketball game is a fundraiser for Stuco, but it also showcases some of the talent by students and the old free-by-me teachers here.
We were there to cover the event, and now here's Izzy Bennett and Brecken Downs with this. Take it away.
Also, that was scripted.
The Student Council hosted a seniors versus staff basketball game. The staff started off with a warm-up where they looked a little stiff. Here's Kendra Banzit on what she hopes not to happen during the game.
Please don't let me fall down or get tripped or look like a complete fool.
The game started off slow with quite a few missed shots, but Olivia Ellis got it going for the seniors, draining a three-pointer, while Tommy Brownbelow and Kendra Banzit showed off their all-state skills. Fisher Dye also showed off his athleticism with his defense. Here's Trey Floyer on how he felt going into the game.
I was pretty confident going into it, but once I shot the ball first time, I got literally stuffed, and I went 0 for 5 on three-pointers, so wasn't very good.
The teachers overall showed their dominance, going on a 15-point run, which resulted in a large lead for the rest of the game. Nicole Peschel also showed off her butter jump shot. Here's Michael Packard explaining why he believes the staff would beat the students.
Well, I think we're living proof that experience and treachery can always overcome youthful exuberance.
In conclusion, the staff ended up on top. With Izzy Bennett, Brecken Downs, KCAT News.
This year meant many different things to different people, but we have the summer to look forward to.
KCAT's Aislinn Berry scoured the hallways to find out what some students' plans are for the near future. Aislinn, it's on to you!
Mr. Bernal, because he's outgoing and he's very fun to listen to.
My favorite teacher is Waits Myers. I think he's a great role model for all the students. He's also a coach. I really like that. And I think he's a very good motivator of a lot of kids here.
My favorite teacher out of the school would probably be Treat, because I really like to do art and it's just kind of a little mental break class.
Good luck, because it is going to get harder from here.
Just be yourself, and one other thing, get involved. Get in different groups, play a sport, get in a club.
Make sure to keep your GPA up, because that can really be a big factor, and just keep on top of grades and homework and such.
Scout camp because I go to Boy Scouts.
I'm looking forward to just kind of exercising my own free will a lot, you know, like I don't have to be here 7-8 hours a day. I can kind of do what I want. I play basketball a lot in the summer, so I'm looking forward to that too.
A break. It's really needed after all the testing and such.
My friends and mostly lunch because sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not.
So like I said, next basketball season that'll be fun, and just kind of seeing all my friends again, and I'm friends with like some of the incoming freshmen, so I'm just excited to be kind of back.
All the senior activities, because like the senior sunrise, like I don't know, it seems really exciting because it's one more year and then it's kind of all over, but I'm just excited for just senior as a whole.
It's been a while here at KCAT. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes. A lot of great news stories and loads of laughs.
KCAT's Truman Hall takes a look back to his favorite moments this year and has this.
The school year is coming to a close, and so is this season. So for my final segment of this season, I'm looking back at the past year and picking my favorite segments. Number 3, the Hot Ones Challenge. I had a pretty fun time watching this one. It was funny to see the pain look on their faces. They were absolutely precious. This is the exact description of a taste test gone wrong. It's fine with the classic and the wild buffalo, but when they get to the last dip, it only goes awry. I mean, look at that guy. He does not want to be here. And what about that kid? He looks like one of the Glee Club kids from rather than have a DS. Number 2, blind deaf meat baking challenge. Unlike the Hot Ones, these 3 had much as fun as doing this as I have watched. The challenge wasn't without its issues though. It is called the blind deaf mute baking challenge. But the results were mostly satisfactory. Mostly. I enjoyed the part where they were dancing the Dancing Queen. And then we have number 1 from my favorite people to work at KCAT, Brecken and Danny, the clone ranking and reviewing video. This was the most hilarious challenge in my opinion. This is very fun and enjoyable and a lot like something like a normal YouTuber would do. I'm not ranking my own stuff, but if I was, then my Shadow Generations review would be up here alongside this masterpiece. Too bad they broke the camera though. And there you have it. That's all from me for this year. But don't worry, I'll return for the next 2 seasons. And with that being said, this is Truman Eric Hall signing off for this year.
That'll do it for us. We'll see you again next year.
We'll leave you with a video from our new TikTok account, KCAT MHS. Here's Caroline Jacobs as she asks students and staff about their favorite classes.
I'm Caroline Jacobs.
And I'm Truman Eric Hall.
Together, thanks for watching KCAT News.
And if you excuse me, I got finals I got to study for. Everyone has to study for them.
All right.
Hey Wildcats, I'm Caroline Jacobs, and today I asked students what their favorite class to take is and what teachers' favorite class to teach are. Who am I here with? Friendly Web. What grade are you in? I'm a sophomore. What's your favorite class to take? Lead Worthy. And who teaches that class? Mrs. Woods. Okay, who am I here with?
Mrs. Woods.
How do you feel that Brinley Webb said your class is her favorite class to take?
Makes me feel pretty good.
Is that your favorite class to teach?
Yes, it's one of them.
Perfect. Who am I here with?
Lane Rogers.
What grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
How do you feel that Miss Woods said your class was her favorite class to teach?
I'm not surprised, honestly. We were a great class with great students.
All right. Is that your favorite class to take?
Yeah, lead worthy, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, who am I here with?
Mason Harper.
What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
What's your favorite class you're taking?
I would say U.S. history.
And who teaches that?
Nelson.
Who am I here with?
Mr. Nelson.
What class do you teach?
American topics and American history.
How do you feel that Mason Harper said your class is his favorite class to teach?
I think that's awesome. That makes me feel good.
Is his class your favorite class to teach?
I really like that class, but my favorite class is probably my third hour American history class.
Who am I here with?
I'm Gunnar McGrew.
What grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
How do you feel that Mr. Nelson said your class is his favorite class to teach?
Pretty good.
Is his class your favorite class to take?
It is.